Hi, Aquarius. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. I'm glad you're here. I have created an ink blot made in your name and essence, scroll style, that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on Tarot and Oracle in the Shaman's Palm configuration, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking, we are utilizing Ghost Tube for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive or release freely, Aquas. When you're ready. Here is your scroll. If you would like to start scrying while I take a moment to open up, you're welcome to join me. Utilize the timestamps below, whatever feels good. Yeah, clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the Aquarius aura, collective aura. Aquas, may you meet a message with meaning, and thank you for being my muse. All right, let's dig in here. I do have some insights off to the side as well, but again, feel well to comment below what you see, sense, or feel as your reflections do deepen the reading, and they are powerful. So a few things that, so now I'm seeing more things. Okay, so there's two like dolls down here holding hands. Somebody might have twins, be a twin. Maybe you're working on or in the twin flame role or realm, whatever that may mean to you. But I am seeing two dolls. They look like girls. I'm also seeing football shoulder pads. Yes, very specifically Raiders. Like they would have like spikes or something coming out of, like their costuming. Okay, and right in here, sorry, I'm going to bring it down here for a moment just so I can share some of the other insights I had going on just while I was setting up.
I'm not sure.
So I couldn't remember his name. The metal guy from X-Men, but inevitably came through. His name was Magneto, and he's right in here. Magneto. There's somebody else I'm seeing too. They have a crown. And I think it's Poseidon. It might be. Okay. You also had here, let your light shine. And whether or not a black cat means disaster depends on whether you are a person or a mouse. Okay, thank you. That's helpful. Peaks and valleys, mountain ranges specifically. For some of you, Aquarius, maybe some of you are feeling like you're in a valley versus a peak. This is not a reflection of success or failure, I'm hearing. It's part and parcel of the experience. It's like to receive, when you receive the downloads, the data, the higher knowings, the learnings, the whatever it is, the this and the nuts and they're asking you to bring it down to the earth, right? To live it, to live what you've learned, live it out. Okay, because I'm seeing it like an L. Live it out, but it's like a right angle. The mountain ranges make me feel like I'm in, and it came in afterwards because I was, the hills are
Come over here
with the sound of music. So, but when I go into the hills are alive, respectively, I go to the hills have eyes. Or the hills are alive. So am I looking at this as a horror movie or a heartfelt adventure? Right? That's Aquas, this is where I'm at. I'm also seeing that amongst the M, if it was to keep going like different mountain ranges or heartbeats, like the heart monitor, monitoring your heart, your palpitations, maybe that has to do with Poseidon. Poseidon may have to do with the heart palpitations of emotions. Get your motor running. Okay, what was the other one? I kind of lost it when I went into Poseidon because I wasn't expecting to go there. Okay, it keeps going here. it's going to keep going, that I'm seeing the design on Charlie Brown's t-shirt. Yes, that's exactly the way I'm seeing it. This Poseidon thing is massive. Sorry,
Down.
like once I see it, I can't unsee it. But here's the thing: it's somehow like when I'm in this Poseidon-y feel, I wander down here into like this hot tub. Like there is no, it's not a hot, well, maybe it's a hot tub, a bath, or a spring, and it's like I'm sitting on the edge with my arms out. You know, like if you're leaning at like a spa or a spring or something, you're like, yeah. So this is where I feel like this water energy of what gets your heart going and what's calming, in this power of Poseidon, but then also to have peace. Also, there's something about after these adventures you have in peaks and valleys, downloading information, receiving information, putting it in and living it out, one, 2 feet in a heartbeat at a time. It's like being on missions almost. And it feels as though it's reminding you to also take time. It's not time out, actually, nor is it time away. Though you might go away, or you might close the door if you're going, having a bath or whatever it is. You might be going away or, closing off, but it's not actually time away. It's part of the timeline that you're in and the information that's being drawn in and then released, because it's almost like something about, sorry if I'm all over the place here, Aquas, but it's something about the way you draw in information, kind of like a master, if I may. It's like a Magneto master. So some of you might resonate with being empaths or just energy vortexes. Doesn't matter, whatever, insert words, them. I don't need to say them, but I do try. It's all attracted, like Magneto. Everything comes towards you, and you use those things for a lot of things. The information is magnetized towards you, and then wherever you go, maybe you can like turn off this Magneto thing and turn into Poseidon and allow it, like clean it up, wash it up, whatever the need be. But then inevitably, peacefully, when you're done doing whatever you're going to be doing, putting things together, if this channel is corporate, creative, personal, platonic, romantic, all those kind of great things, and allowing the peace to like infuse in, because it's like that moment when I'm there and I'm relaxed or relaxing lets the next peak know, and not like I'm in this feverish cycle of peaks and valleys, because again, it's not going, even though I'm seeing it this way, like horizontally, like the Charlie Brown shirt, that's earthly. Positive. Because it's like with the heart. What I see it in your atmosphere, it's actually going diagonal, right angle, and then diagonal. You have like a graph chart on the go here. Yeah. Are you graphing something? Are you measuring something? Maybe again, it's also the heart. Okay. Okay. There's also the mountain ranges. Montana came through, and I was seeing the movie Dune, when they have to hide in the mountains and water is... See, here's the interesting thing. When I say that about...
Why are you here?
When I say that about Dune and the water, because like everything's water, right? Or every drop is precious, but then you have like, you bring water to the mountains. I don't even know. Yeah.
Shovel.
Maybe that might mean something to you. There is some cat feline energy up here as well. Brass knuckles down here. I'm also creating a circle, like a Stonehenge circle, a fire pit of sorts as well. There's some sort of work I've been doing and building, and it's like I look really forward to these moments. It's like being an athlete, and then you go and get, You know, and there might be all like this vigorousness in physical
Danger.
physical athleticism, but then they also receive the highest quality, or they appreciate higher quality restoration and rejuvenation. That's what this is, Aquas. That's like high quality sound of music.
It's not for
Oh,
you.
the $2 twins. Okay. And yeah, and it's not for everybody, because not everybody has the, I'm going to say, access. And maybe for some, this is in your energy. They just don't, not everyone has access to your energy. Yeah, okay. Let's start adding on some tarot in the shaman's palm configuration. If you haven't already, please do consider like, sharing, and subscribing. I adore you, and you guys warm my haunted heart. Like, I'm so grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am. Maybe you do, but that's what I love about you. Okay. So, in your cave of ice is the devil. In your cave of winds is the page of coins. Okay. Look at the Sound of Music. Tell me that's not like the Sound of Music. The hills are alive. And this could be The Hills Have Eyes. I've never actually seen that horror movie, because now I just can't. Sorry if my nails are gross, but I do try. This is The Hills Have Eyes. This is The Sound of Music. The hills are alive. And this is what I feel like when I come back into like your mountain ranges, or in Dune, whatever these landscapes are, and these peaks and valleys, it's all one for you, because you understand everything's alive. Every part of you is alive. Your cells, your kneecap, your toe, everything. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels really, really nice. Cave of Hearth Fires is temperance. See, it's both. It's both. Peaks and valleys. You attract. This Magneto thing keeps coming in. And now I'm seeing these, like, they're switching on me. I don't know if they're water guns or lasers. Cave of Rivers is Ace of Wands. And if these tarot cards mean anything to you, please follow that as I read the art first. Two of Swords is on the bottom. And you actually had two cards come out in your, squeeze me, Cave of Earth, which is Judgment, and the Knight of Coins. Yeah,
you won't understand.
You're totally a king of a castle. And you can be R, whatever the case is. It's like Magneto, is he a villain? Well, I'm going to go with he's the villain right here. Magneto or Poseidon. Both are kings, I guess, in their own way. I feel
Horror.
like you might... Yeah, it's a little bit of a horror movie over there with that Hills Have Eyes. I've never seen it, like I said. However, there's one time when hubby and I went to Arizona. Well, we went to Vegas first, but then we went to Arizona, and we rented a car, and we were driving. I don't know if we were heading to Oatman or if we were heading to Bullhead, or like, I can't remember where we were headed anyway. And we drove what seemed like forever along the road with nothing in sight. And while one aspect part of me is like, how relishing to
Please
not have
listen.
any sort of, perception pollution, and I loved the air of Arizona. Oh, loved it. There was also a part of me that was like, oh my goodness, I could reel a whole movie here of horror. What could come out? What happens if we break down? What happens if... Oh my goodness. We would be left in the desert for dead. Scavenged by vultures, creatures I don't even know, that people would come running out that had been, I don't know if they're living under I don't even know, but like my mind went wild. So while I had one space of like so much space and peace, and I loved it, and the other half of me was horrified. That's what it reminds me. Okay, enough about me. This is how I am thinking. The meadows in the mountains. There are meadows in the mountains. And okay, so, oh my goodness, your guys' reading is incredible. So the meadows in the mountain bring me into these safe places that some others, or even by viewing them, because in order for me to realize I'm in this valley, or in the mountain, I need to be
Come
outside of it, right? And then there's like, remember I said like the Oakland Raiders football team, and they've got little clubs here and they're doing their thing. Yeah, okay. So, but in order to see all this,
It's
because
dark.
it's like very protective, but it's like on one half it's a protection if it's like for anyway, it's not the point. Like villain or hero, whatever the case may be. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in order to understand, I step out and then I see it from up here. But I could be in a meadow. It's like you don't even see the valleys as valleys. They have meadows. There's safety. Something else that I'm seeing now. I don't even know. Something else. What is this? What is this? You know how there's like civilizations, or pick a movie, any movie that feels good, and they're going on this truck and
Glass.
they don't know, and then suddenly like this little town between mountains opens up, like this is where they've been living and habitating, and nobody else knows, because they're not hiding, they're just habitating. Between things, between places, like where the sky, the
God.
horizon of the sky, God, yeah, where this sky and horizon meet, where there's water and meadows, pastures, kind of away from this, but always having a strength and a training for this. We train for this. There's not like this passivity necessarily about it. Aquas, in your cave of rivers, of what you're feeling is almost like sword in the stone. Sword in the stone. King Arthur, another king coming through. King Arthur. This is amazing. You make really good judgments if you are in charge of people corporately, personally, family, kids, orphans, whatever the case is, homeless, anyone that you're helping. You have really good judgment about it. Some of you also might be really wealthy in many ways, but some of you are earthly wealthy. Maybe that's what you're working towards. But there's wealth there. I also want to know, because it just popped up, there's a
Come
cat and a
closer.
feline energy about all of this as well. Because you can move like a cat, quietly, silently, like a ninja. And it's almost like this, I could see this as a ninja. Why am I in Dune so much? Are you guys hydrating enough? I assume you're hydrating. Okay, let's look at your psychology card. So fun. I feel like we're so fun here. Okay, so I will bring it up for you, see if I can do this. There we go. Your dream card, and I'll read the psychology card. Number 7 might mean something to you, be standing out. Look at all that. It's like, this is like in the mountain. When you come home or whatever work you've been doing, look at that Magneto kind of junk there, but it's not junk. And then there's the water. It's like you wash your hands before like going into church or something. This top is bringing me into the movie Inception. Man, you guys have a lot of movies and characters. I love it. You speak my language.
Have you been before?
And even here, some of you also might be aging really gracefully in your, okay, when I say aging, I didn't mean that to be triggering for anyone in any way, shape, or form. But you might be in like 7-year cycles. Things change. Like how often science insert a truth that I don't really know, but I'm going to regurgitate, like your organs replenish every 7
Do
years,
not.
or you get, yeah, I shouldn't be saying any sort of thing, but I feel like there's a science that says the organics of your nature do have a natural replenishing cycle. Some of you are also aging in your awareness. So when I said that, I heard the age of Aquarius, and that age is aging, like maturing. M for maturing. It's a beautiful card. Okay. Source. Synchronicity. A great festival centers at the circular monument. Sorry, I'm just gonna. There we go. Convergence, meaning, and spiritual. There's that M again, meaning, M for meaning. Synchronicity is when events, inner and outer, peaks and valleys in the mountain outside of it, thank you, come together in a common center to give us meaning. Numerous force exists in each person's life to guide their destiny, even when they personally oppose it. Thus, we have accidents, extraordinary luck, and the chance meetings and choices which turn out so crucial to our lives. Yet none of this magic is worth a penny unless we bring consciousness and choice to it. Your task, should you choose to accept, is to use synchronicity and choice to bring consciousness to your life. Okay, so I want to know, when it was talking about none of this magic, I want to come back into the M. Magneto, magic, everything, mountains, so beautiful. None of the magic is worth a penny. And that's like, you have that understanding. And I feel like some of you have many pennies. Or maybe you only have pennies. Again, I'm not trying to, many or only, but a few, many or a few, but either way, they're pennies, and they're worth something because you make them worth something. You can take a penny. I don't think they still make pennies out here, but you can use that penny to give a penny, save a penny, take a penny, need a penny, or you can put it in a wishing well. You can make a wish, and that could make it way more valuable. I don't know. You could save your pennies. You could also utilize the copper as a conduit. You know what I'm saying? The peaks and valleys are bringing me into the concept when it says we have accidents and extraordinary luck and the chance meetings. The peaks and valleys, the heart. It's not chance. You guys aren't working in like random chance. You are making really good judgments of what you do with your money. Thank you. What you do with your time, your resources. Some of you also might collect, be thrifters, or you have a junkyard where you see value in things that other people are discarding because somebody else is looking for that one piece to their car. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you come home also from the M's of Mission Impossible into this mountain, you're celebrated when you come home, when you go to work. Your tasks, your existence here is celebrated. I'm hearing, I think it's Ozzy Osbourne. Or somebody, honey, I'm coming home. Fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. See, you're aging gracefully, if I'm triggering anybody. Getting old is great. I love it. Sorry, we're adding on a few oracle cards from the mega deck of the Divination of the Ancients and Lightworkers Oracle mixed. You have here mastery, observation. See, sometimes you go off on your own because you got to go into that that pool I saw before, the hot tub, soaking in the tub, or you go for a walk. It could be an air thing, right? You're just utilizing air as that space, and you go for solo walks or something. Here's that God feeling.
Stressed.
Yeah, de-stress. Because you are on the mastery. Oh, I think we need to cover up her nudity. Squeeze me. We'll put a little piece of sage there. 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. I feel like you guys are kind of working with the gods. And when I say that, it's like being both gods, whatever one might conceive of that, and I want to say demons. I don't know that they are demons. They're just, they look different. Or maybe that's the 7-year cycle of going from the devil to the Knight of Coins. Like you've met your own demons, your own power struggles, internal power struggles. Last but not least, we have here Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. See, you're mastering something. I'm hearing me, myself, and I. Like me, myself, and Irene, that movie with Jim Carrey.
Maybe.
And there's also this coming home feeling. Are some of you going home? Going home, or again, when you reach work or something along that lines. I got a note here off to the side before I let you go. There's somebody that has a mother in spirit. They are infused in your aura, meaning they add like a light bright to it. See, and even when I said light bright, Aquas, you guys are incredible. Thank you. When I said light bright, it's like the hills have eyes, the hills are alive. When I saw the light bright, then I also saw the game Battleship. It's like, which one? And has everyone any tried playing using a light bright as a background for Battleship, or vice versa? Interesting. That would be fun. Would it? Well, it'd be lighter. It'd be brighter. Okay. Aquas, I'm going to leave this here because you guys are literally the sound of like angelic music. And for some of you with the mother in spirit, she sends it to you also in music. Like you might even every so often hear like just like a random angelic note, a note. There also could be a note, something that you reflect upon, something about a note. They are helping you navigate, orchestrating whatever you are observing, Aquas. You are orchestrating into mastery.
Guide.
I'm going to let you go. I hope this served or inspired, Aquas. I will see you again soon where we will flip it for perspective possibilities. All the links are below to help a gal grow. Whew, I feel like I'm just a little bit beside myself. This is... Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being you. And until next time, Aquas, gratitude galore. Bye. Mama, I'm coming home. Oh, what was that other show that you flipped through my mind and I quickly, set it and forget it type thing? Outer Range. That was the other show that you showed me. Outer Range, about the holes in the ground. Fantastic. What a great one.
Honey.
Honey.